What's up guys? In this video I've teamed up with a bunch of filmmakers in San Diego and we're gonna be talking about our biggest mistakes. And from that on, like, you know, what we did to get better from it. So one of my friends, she just made her own YouTube channel and I thought this video would be like a great idea and a great help to her because she's just starting. Since we're in lockdown, I can't really go to San Diego, so let's pretend.
At night, you long for days, your hair's still there, not gray, gray, gray. A warm, warm body, buy you no money. Old porcelain yellow, queen threw away for green, green grass. But you still wanna grab that pass. On a day drunk head.
What's up, Xavier's channel? I'm Marissa, a filmmaker from San Diego, California, and I make content about personal development and self-love. And Xavier has invited me today to talk about my biggest mistake I've made on YouTube, at least in this year. So my biggest mistake on YouTube is thinking I have to have it all figured out before I start pushing out content, creating content. And by having it all figured out, I mean I need to know what my niche is. I need to know exactly what all the topics that I'm gonna talk about and make videos about. And just having everything perfectly aligned and in order when it comes to my shooting process, my editing process, when in reality there's no way you can plan all of that out without actually making videos. Because think about it this way, if you're not actually making videos, you don't know what parts of the process you have strengths in, and you don't know what part of the process you may need improvement in. And I'm sure you've heard the saying, you only learn by doing. So again, my biggest mistake is just waiting, thinking that theorizing over my YouTube channel and my YouTube videos would make me a better filmmaker or YouTuber or would grow my channel. That's not the case. You have to put out videos on your channel, otherwise you just won't grow. And what I've been doing to amend this mistake is simple. Actually going out there and making videos, not waiting for the perfect time, not waiting until I'm ready to make certain videos. Just learning as I go. I have actually started to create systems so that it's much easier to create a video. So that goes from pre-production. I have a checklist. Before I even press record, I have to fill this checklist out. And then obviously editing, post-production takes the longest time for all of us. So again, checklist for that. I've also gotten templates for like my lower thirds and just my slide screens so that I can just drag them in and I don't have to remake those assets every time. It has just sped up my editing process so much, so I would suggest you do that too. And it's making me a better YouTuber, a better filmmaker, because again, I am learning as I go. I'm not just theorizing over the process. I'm actually going through the process, and each time I get at least 1% better in my writing, in my shooting, in my editing, and hopefully that will help me grow. But also just knowing that I can look at a video I made a month ago compared to a video I'm making today and realize like, wow, I've really upped my production quality. I've really gotten better at talking to the camera, and so on and so forth. So to sum it up, don't wait to be perfect. You're never going to be perfect. Just go out there, keep creating, and you can only get better. Alright. Thanks, Xavier's channel. Back to whoever's next.
It's Edrian Pangilinan here, and thank you so much, Xavier, for having me join your video in which we all discuss as local creators of what we think are some of our biggest mistakes we've done as YouTubers. So the first one that I have is thinking that I'm immediately going to be happy if or when I reach 1,000 subscribers. And I did realize that, you know, that was really a form of destination addiction. And for those that may not know, na hindi masyado alam yung definition nun, it means the idea that we have to get to somewhere first, that we have to be something first before we experience and feel happy. Kasi at the moment right now of recording this, I did just reach 880 subscribers, which all by itself is like a lot of subscribers. I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers. You know, an aspect that I look at it is be like, ay, kulang pa to kasi I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet, therefore I'm not happy yet. But instead, you know, I'm really choosing to look at it from a place of gratitude na and abundance na, wow, 880 people, ang daming tao na naniniwala sa content ko at sa message that I have to say. Thinking that you need to be ready before you get started. And I think for me, it's not necessarily like a personal experience that I have so much, pero I guess it's more so what I've seen others kind of make, especially when I started, you know, making more friends with a lot of people in the YouTube community, in which, you know, some of them are like my best friends now. Shoutouts to Trixie, Rich, and Marissa. SD Vlog Squad, including you, Xavier, you know, maraming salamat. It's one of those things that you just really gotta start. To some degree, be sure that you are ready to start before you start. Be at your best you yet to start, because you just gotta start. I guess the biggest lesson in all of that is you just really gotta learn as you grow. Kasi ano eh, I don't know when this video is gonna come out. I'm assuming within the next month or so, because by then, you know, I would have officially hit 2 years on YouTube doing full-time. I can definitely say that I've learned a lot. Talagang madami akong natutunan. I learned so much about myself and the craft. Being grateful where you're at. Kind of going back to that question was, I made those mistakes of like on and off, being impatient and not being grateful enough to celebrate where I'm at. Kasi ano eh, you know, when you're doing this, you have to know that you're kind of against, you know, much more talented creators, YouTubers, and that can really get to you. It really got to me at some point, you know, to the point where I started doubting my value in my work, until I realized na for me, it's really important for me to go through this journey. And thankfully, I've been able to realize what that feels like kapag ano, I've hit a good spot. Like, I know what that good spot feels like when I'm creating content. As much as possible, I just have to remember that feeling to avoid, you know, comparing. I'm comparing to the point na you're starting to spiral down. So that's basically what I have for my mistakes and lessons that I've learned as a content creator for YouTube. My name is Edrian. My content is basically about my life here in the United States as a first-gen Filipino American. Talagang mahal na mahal ko yung kultura natin. Even though I moved here, you know, I always very much identify myself as like super Filipino, especially my first-gen Filipinos. You know what it's like. So if you like anything that you've heard, please check out my channel. It'll be linked down there somewhere. Okay, maraming salamat. Mahal na mahal ko kayo. Bye!
Hi, I'm Katniss Rose, and I'm here today to share with you the biggest mistake I made in my YouTube journey. Now, I feel like mine is less of an actual mistake and more so just a couple regrets that I have that I wanted to share. The first of which is when I first started my channel, I feel like I took more of a get my feet wet approach. I only posted a couple videos over a few months, and I really wish that I would have taken more of the approach of dive right in. I wish I would have recorded more videos and posted more sooner, because not only would I have honed my skills in faster, but I also would have more content to grow my channel with quicker as well. So I definitely wish that I would have committed to it sooner. Now, the other regret that I have is not looking for any supportive local YouTuber groups in my area quicker as well. I wish it was something that I would have looked into right away, because I feel like it really is a good tool to have a group of like-minded individuals all supporting each other. And if I'd found that sooner, I feel like my channel would be even further than where it is right now. Because I do feel that without that group, my channel wouldn't be where it is at right now. Because not only are you able to ask questions and bounce ideas off each other, but also you can inspire each other. I know there are a couple videos that I have in my catalog that I wouldn't have made if somebody hadn't challenged me to do that. So I definitely would like to say that if you are looking at starting a YouTube channel or already have, you know, record as much as you can and post it so you can start working on honing in those skills, and also just getting more content out there and get on a regularly posting schedule as soon as you can. So good luck on your endeavors and have a magical day. Bye.
Hey
everyone, hi, my name is Jaybin Kango. My channel is called The Jaybin. Ta-da! The Jaybin. And my channel is just all about having fun. I love doing multi-voices on my channel. I do a lot of covers on my channel generally. That's how my channel started, and it just kind of blossomed into this place just to entertain people. I would say that the main core of my channel, because I am a Christian, is to showcase my love for God. Somehow sneak in there the gospel so they can hear it. That's mainly the core of my channel. Even through talents as like with singing, if I cover a worship song, I hope it reaches out to people. So this is my channel, The Jaybin. We're supposed to be talking about our biggest mistake filming. I think for the most part, being as human as we all are on YouTube, is trying to compare myself to other channels. And that is the worst thing that you could do. For example, like especially with equipment, like, oh my gosh, that person on his or her channel, like, they have better equipment than I do, they have better quality than I do, and so I have to have that stuff, and so you make the mistake of spending money on things that you just can't afford. But for the most part, like, I've always had hand-me-downs, which I'm really grateful for. I have a brand new T6i camera from my uncle that he barely used, and he gave it to me, and I'm so grateful for that. God is good. I learned just to be patient, and you're not going to have the equipment that you're going to have in the beginning when you start off. You're gonna have, you know, what you're gonna have that's in your hands at the moment, and that's okay, and that's fine. And I can just use my cell phone as well. My cell phone has great quality, especially for video. It's okay to have the crappiest camera at the moment, because you are yourself learning how to get better, learning how to improve. It taught me patience in myself. It taught me that it's about the quality of work, which means the story, better editing. You know, I think editing drives the story to a place that you never thought it can go, and editing is so important, but the most important is story and getting those ideas out. It made me a better filmmaker because I don't have to worry about, I don't have to like exacerbate myself, I should say, doing YouTube all the time. And I think that's what made me a better filmmaker, because of the learning how to be consistent. Consistency just means don't stop. So that's really all that I have for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something valuable from this video. Hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I'll end it like how I always end my personal videos is, I hope that you enjoyed this video. God bless, and remember, love God, love people. Bye!
I just want to say thanks to everyone who helped out in this video. If you liked anyone in particular, I'll leave links down in the description so you could go ahead and follow them. Tell them I said what's up. Big mistakes. For me, when I first started out, I would focus on just putting videos out there and not thinking about if the videos were good or not, or if the videos were even watchable. Once I noticed my videos started to suck, I had to do some self-reflection, and I had to strategize. I had to go like, okay, my videos are stucky right now. How do I fix that? So I started to take more time in my videos. Instead of doing one video a week, okay, let's focus on one video at a time and make that video as best that I can at my abilities. But yeah, dude, I started to take more time in my videos, and my videos started to get a lot better. I learned to start planning more as opposed to just run and gun shooting. And once I go back to the Philippines, I might start doing run and gun shooting again, because, you know, those are circumstances that I have. But for now, I'm gonna do my best to make each video better. But yeah, dude, that was my big mistake, was just rushing in without a plan and just shoot whatever. If you're going through the same thing that I went through, my advice is just to take your time. Write down notes, plan your shots, think about what's the story that you want to tell in your video. I hope my learning curve has been helpful to you, and if it has, don't forget to subscribe. If anyone in this video was super helpful to you, go check them out, dude. Subscribe to them and tell them I sent you. Hope y'all learn from our mistakes, and let's make better shit. All right, see you guys in the next video.
At night you long for days, your hair still they're not gray, gray, gray. A warm, warm body, buy you no money. Old porcelain yellow, queen threw away for green, green grass. But you still wanna grab that past. face, skip your